What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and before we get into this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn those post notifications on to stay tuned with Black Talk Radio. Welcome to Black Talk Radio, hosted by Kristen Ayana. Listen as we discuss the latest in Black culture, Black news, and Black entertainment. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and welcome back to Black Talk Radio, where we discuss the latest in Black culture, news, and entertainment. Now, I'm very excited because we have a very special guest in the building, Tina. Okay.
Yo.
How you feeling?
I feel great. Thanks for having me, by the way. I feel amazing. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Because we're so used to everybody be like, how you feeling? But then we never ask back. Like,
I like that. I like that energy.
Real.
That's real. I love that. I'm feeling good. It's a good day, a good Tuesday. And yeah, I'm excited to talk to you. I love your music.
Thank you.
I've been following you for seems like forever, like honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're one of those that really support.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we're gonna get into some things. So for those who may or may not know, can you just of course tell us where you from and what made you get into music?
So I was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
Half raised in Jamaica, Portmore, St. Catherine. I know when people say they're Jamaican, they go automatically from Kingston.
Right, and honestly, that's literally my pet peeve.
Yep. But if you know, you know. So I left Jamaica when I was 12, and I grew up in the Bronx. What actually made me started doing music, I went to school for music, by the way. So a lot of people that really don't know that I went to school for music and dance.
Oh, nice.
It's called HSVD. Yeah. So I started really taking music seriously when my brother got locked up. My brother got locked up. I got really depressed. As Jamaican, when I really growing up, you can't use the word depressed in your house. Right. I'm like, well, you're depressed, but you're paying the bills in yourself. But when I got depressed, my brother got locked up, it really drew me closer to start writing poems and poetry. And I just turned those into lyrics and melody. Wow. My best friend posted one of my freestyles on Instagram at the time, and it went viral. Yeah, so it's kind of like I was forced to, Yeah. And when it went viral, everybody was like, "Yo, nah, you gotta get in the studio. Right? You gotta get her in the studio." So I feel like I was more forced into it, and haven't looked back since. I say, my first song I dropped in 2015. Wow. Got signed in 2017.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn, I love that story though, and growing up, I just want to also talk about the transition, right? Because you said, you grew up in Jamaica, you came here when you was 12 to the Bronx. So just talk to us about that transition, because if you know, you know, that's not easy.
To the word of my mouth, if you know, you know. It was definitely a different transition. I say, coming from Jamaica where you just we speak patois. Coming to America where, it's proper English. For me, it was more some people be like, oh, they got teased, but even especially I know right now it's super cool to be Jamaican, but back in the days, right, it was really, really cool to be Jamaican. I had so much friends in school, people that used to pay me just to speak patois.
What? Just to pay is crazy.
Literally, my friend would be like, yo, I pay you, say a bumble clock, say it again, bumble clock. So it's I was really popular, but I say for the language, it was definitely something different. The call. Oh, you live in a country where it's 90 something or 100-degree weather to come in below zero. I came to America in 2001, and I came in the wintertime when it was cold. Yeah. So I came actually when it was snowing. So it was my first time seeing snow. So you're leaving a country that's almost 100 degrees to come in here below zero and snow. I wear Jamaica, where I wear tank top and marine and them things. And now I gotta wear a jacket with a sweater, 2 socks, 2 gloves. So it was super different. Definitely the music too, because back then in Jamaica I'm listening to strictly Lady Saw, Bob Marley, being him on Vibes Cartel. To come in here in the Bronx is it's a.
But they say the Bronx is.
But it's a different vibe though, because in the Bronx it's a lot of Spanish people. Yeah, so I come here, I'm hearing reggaeton, salsa, merengue, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of dancehall. So it's more give me a variety of everything, which I think it have a lot to do with my sound, trap versus reggae. Okay. The first mixtape I dropped, where I'm using still patois, reggae, dancehall on hip hop beats. So that's where that came from.
You know what's crazy about that? I feel like you were ahead of your time in a sense because now we have a whole genre.
I'm happy I came here, man. Because I love talking to people that really get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, and I feel like that too. Because when I first started, everybody was like, "Shad Jamaican? Shad Jamaican?" Like, no, I'm not thinking Shad Jamaican because, like you said, like, I was super ahead of my time.
Right.
But it's really still organic. Like, you know, like, this is how I speak in and out.
Right. And I feel like we have a whole genre of trap dancehall. That's literally all it is. It's just
huge. It's taking over.
It's literally so. Yeah. It's so crazy that you were able to merge the two early on.
Thank you.
But I feel like that's like the great part about being an artist, right? And creating is like being free and saying, okay, I didn't see anyone do this, but like, fuck it, like I'm gonna do it. Like,
and people be scared. It's funny. I like the fact that you said that because as artists, like, and even for me too, I'm not gonna, you know, put myself out of it. Sometimes you're scared to try something new. And at the time I was like, damn, like this is different. Like when I'm speaking to you, I'm in and out. When I'm speaking to my mom, it's in and out. Like sometimes, you know, my mom.
But I feel like that's natural though. Like for anybody that's like, you know, came here and is Jamaican and, you know, went to school here at some point, like the in and out, that's normal. Like,
but we don't get treated the same though.
Right.
We kind of get treated like the outcasts.
Right.
Like I said, like even if whenever I'm a type of person that rep for Jamaica so bad. Like being here, like all my friends them have not like in that type of way, but in my career, you have to listen to dancehall music. You have to listen to it. It's not even like not up for your debate.
You just know when you get in here, that's what you're playing.
But then it's like it's still like you feel like an outcast too because then I still get the Shad Jamaican, but you know Jamaican. If I don't own it too, I get backlash for that. Right? Too. It's like so it's like you can't win. Like may I own it, but then Shad Jamaican. Oh yeah, man, Shad Jamaican, man. No man, maybe I'm mother or father, man. Probably a Jamaican. You know, I don't know. So it's kind of like you don't win.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I've been seeing too like a lot of discussion around like first generation, like, you know, kids, you know, that maybe move here and their parents were born in Jamaica, but they were born here. They feel like an outcast.
Listen, I mean, if you educated, if you're an educated person that's intelligent,
right?
Whatever your parents are, that's what you are.
Literally.
So if my mom and my dad is Jamaican, which they are, right? And thank God I was born in Jamaica. But let's just say, for example, my mother and my father is Jamaican. My mother went on a trip to Japan. And our water broke in Japan. That means I'm Japanese? No. You're Jamaican. You are your parents. And people get that confused so much and I don't understand. Like, it just never makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, I don't really care. As long as you're embracing the culture, you're supporting the culture, that's all I care about.
Yeah, and I mean, even for me, like, both my parents are Jamaican. I was born here, but
you're Jamaican.
I go back to Jamaica so much, and I feel like so much of my work lately, I've, you know, been speaking to dancehall artists and, you know, really just supporting the culture because I feel like there needs to be I'm trying to like really bridge the gap between, more people in the U.S. need to see the dancehall culture, but like understand it. Like it's one thing to listen to the music, but I think so many people don't really get it.
That's true. So, and they love our music.
Yeah.
They love it. I love that. Your mom and your father's Jamaican. You Jamaican?
Yeah.
The mom say a Yankee. No, man, she's Jamaican, man. She's a Yankee. But you Jamaican.
But I don't listen to them.
Good. All right. So Jamaican, they just come out now.
So I have to talk about, of course, your song Walking Trophy. That song literally still plays in the parties.
Yeah.
Like, that's iconic.
Thank you.
So, you know, what was it like making that song? And of course, how do you feel like it impacted your career?
That song changed my life, man. It's funny because Walking Trophy just started off as I work out at home a lot, you know, and at the time I didn't really have money to pay for the gym. So I was working out in my room and I'm just in the mirror like, and it was an outburst. Like, yeah, they were Walking Trophy. And I'm like, I'm gonna run right to my phone, like, oh, shoot, let me see if this exists. So I went to Google and I put it in and nothing showed up. So I was like, whoa, like, I just came up with something without even knowing I was doing that.
Right.
And right away, I just started getting more of the song and started singing it. Called my producer and I'm like, yo, we got a hit. And everybody always laugh at me. Boy, Tina, every song you write, this is a hit. Every song you write, because when I write something, I always, I'm very passionate about my work.
Right, of
so
course.
every music I'm gonna make, I'm gonna tell you it's a hit. If you my friend, I'm calling you. I just wrote a hit, and they laugh at me. But that day, he was like, "Yo, pull up to the studio, like come." And he's in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So I jumped on the Metro North and went right over there and recorded it. I recorded it. I remember I don't know if you ever heard of the club named Sin City. It was a strip club back in the days. It's in the Bronx.
I feel like it sounds familiar.
Okay. So I went there, and I paid a photographer $100, and I'm like, I want to do a photo shoot on top of the building. And he was like, yeah, like, how does this make sense? I said, just take my picture.
I'm paying you.
I had my friend with his phone at the time, and he was recording, and I posted a snippet, and it went viral. Wow. I got signed a couple months later.
Wow.
Yeah. That song changed my life. Honestly, like, if I'm smart, and I'm not just a person that just want to live for people and what people think, I'll be good for the rest of my life. If I continue to make the right moves. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that.
And it's iconic. It just went viral again on TikTok.
Yeah, like I said, they still play in the party.
Yeah.
Like, you know how some songs kind of have their moment for that time period and then it dies out? That's not one of those songs. Like, it's still very current. It's a forever record. Yeah. And when I make music, I try to focus on that too. Because as an artist, sometimes you get caught up with what's trending, what's in the sound. I try to always make sure I'm making quality music, forever music, stuff that people could listen to forever. My generation, the next generation. Yeah. So. I love that. Now, if you just think back to that time period, right? What advice maybe would you give to your younger self? Like, that you said that was just such a big moment in your career and it changed, everything for you. So what was going through your mind? Because I feel like it all also maybe low-key happened fast.
It did. It really did. And that's crazy you said that. It happened so quick. The advice I would give to my younger self is being more strategic with how I went about stuff. Like, I gave away a lot of money. Like, when I first got signed, I was just taking care of everybody. Like, somebody comes to me, their problems here. Somebody comes to me here. Somebody comes to me here. Like, and it's bad enough already before my music blew up, before I became who I am. I was already taking care of my mom, my siblings, like, so I was always a kind person. Yeah. I would have told myself more that I work so hard for everything I have. I probably would have had way more now if I didn't give away so much.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real. I also think too, though, like, for a lot of people, it's hard. Like, when you have a giving spirit. And
people just take. Taker's always going to take. Giver's always going to give.
But, what they say, you live and you learn.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Yes. So I want to get into this new project coming up on August 12th. I got a little special edition. It's nice.
You heard it?
Yeah, I like
it. Fire
like for that. Sure. So, talk to us. What was it like making this project? And, of course, like, you named it Tina. So I just want to get into that. Like, what has that process been like?
Because a lot of people don't understand, like, behind HoodCelebrityy, it was always Tina. Tina was always the author. Tina wrote Walking Trophy. Tina wrote So Pretty. And
that's your birth name?
Yeah. That's actually my real name, yeah. Some people think it's Christina. I'm like, no, Tina. But making this album was very free for me. It was like a freedom. Like, actually, I'm with a label that allowed me to be myself.
I love that.
So I actually got to do every song while I'm growing and in different chapters of me growing. Whether I was happy, whether I was sad, whether I was being vulnerable, whether I was in party vibe, whether I was in real life vibes, because I have some of those records on there too. I was free and making it actually make me fall in love with music all over again. Because I didn't have nobody tell me like, oh, don't do this, don't do that.
Right.
Oh, do it like this, do it like that. Because that takes away the fun from music. Like, when I first started doing music, I was just having fun with it. So this project, I would say more, it was like a freedom for me. Freedom to evolve, freedom to elevate, freedom to just be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you feel like also, just as like being in the dancehall genre and then being a woman, do you feel like there's been times where you struggled to maybe be free? Because I feel like we don't see a lot of women in dancehall. And then if we do, they're met with a lot of critiques that, in my opinion, the men aren't met with.
Yeah. I mean, because our whole life they put so much on the woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me, I feel like that I kind of break that cycle, and people won't say it, but a lot of people won't like me for that,
right?
Because I came out heavy, hard, like swinging out the gate. Because growing up in a Caribbean household, I was deprived from a lot of things. My mother was the best mother when it comes to providing, making sure we okay, making sure food on the table. But you didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
If you stated your opinion too much, you think you was grown, or your way around, you think you're grown, you think you're bigger, man, you're not paying a bill. So it was like growing up always being shut down to the point that I never used to express myself. So when I got older and was able to do that, no one was going to stop me. So I would say, like, I don't really get faced with a lot of those things because I break every barrier.
Right.
I'm very unruly. I don't listen. Don't listen. None of time. My head hard. He is tough. I break every barrier.
I mean, I feel like that's how it should be, though. Like, at the end of the day, you have to take control of your own life. You don't want
1,000%.
You don't want to
remember too, like, the people that's like always judging, right? If you get to put a camera on them and see the things they do behind closed doors, you'll be like, Jesus Christ. Why not? She just got top with that person like that. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to do what you want to do for you and live for you. I tell people that whatever I keep off the media or private, it's not because I'm hiding it. It's because this is what I choose to keep from you guys and choose to show. Remember, it's your life. And you got to live it.
And I also think, too, with, like being a public figure, sometimes people become entitled to the, like what they have access to. And I don't really think some of it's necessary because when we look at some of the best artists, we didn't know nothing about their life for real. So I think social media has, like, played a part in that.
You're very smart. Because a lot of people don't think that I have these conversations every day with my mom, my cousins, like the artists that I look up to. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Jennifer Lopez, Ashanti, Mariah Carey, right? And I'm forgetting a lot of names. Elvis Presley. These are stars.
Right.
You don't know what they was doing.
You just
knew the music. And that's all that mattered. When I was growing up, I didn't care what Michael Jackson was doing. I didn't care what Celine Dion was doing. I love her music. I fall in love with the art.
Right.
You understand? So you got to be able to separate the art from your personal.
Yeah, I agree.
Because personally, I might not like you, but I might love your work.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the artists that are smart, they understand that. Because the moment you start to show everything else, now you give people a space to feel free to speak. And, I'm a public figure. So if I give you a space, you don't need to know if me and my mom argue today.
Right.
You don't need to know if me and my brothers or my sisters get along. That's our personal business.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I definitely think there needs to be boundaries. I mean.
Yeah. And it's none.
Do you feel like as an artist, though, like it's kind of, hard on social media for you? Or you kind of just have mastered that? Like, this is what I'm showing and that's literally it.
Oh, yeah, I mastered that part. If I'm being quite honest, when I first came out, yeah, it was hard because now you have all this music and people's looking up to you. But my mother always teach me too. She tell me, Tina, listen, you is nobody role model. Don't let the world put that heavy burden on you. And I took that advice and I ran with it. Because when people start to see you in that light, they want you to be perfect, and none of us are not perfect.
Yeah,
we're not.
We're still human at the end of the
I'm
day.
far from perfect. I got a lot of things I'm still, I still struggle with. I'm still fixing, still, as I grow. So.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, struggles, is there, like, anything as an artist that you feel like you're still, your challenge, is a challenge for you now? And, of course, like, how are you trying to work through it?
I would say, like, being more out there with my personality. Like, people didn't think I had a personality.
Okay.
When Walking Trophy first came out, they only knew the song. A lot of people didn't know the artist. But then when COVID happened, I started opening up more. My team was like, yo, I don't think people know that you're really funny. Like, you're really, like, it's never a low moment around me. It's always, like, my friends, I'm always laugh. Like, I'm the clown when it comes to everybody. I'm the clown that makes everybody laugh. If you come around me, you sad, I'm going to cheer you up,
right.
And COVID actually made me open up to do that. So this point, I started making funny videos. They was
I've
viral.
seen. I remember
and
them.
My friends would look at me like, hold up, we didn't know this side of her. So as I get comfortable, and I feel like your fans, they are who you are. You know, they say you attract who you are. Like, sometimes that could really be true. My fans are very respectful. They have boundaries. Like, they know the things that, like, we know each other so much. I vibe with them so much. They know what I like and they know what I don't like.
Right.
And I also know what they like and what they don't like. And I tell them, if I ever do something y'all don't like, say it. Say it. Like, let me know. Because I know they genuinely love me. So it's like, let me know. So I would say more like showing them that side, the fun side of Tina.
That makes sense. And I think, too, that takes time, like, to your point.
Yeah, of course.
Of just, like, you getting to that comfortable, point. I also think, too, I feel like as humans, we also have to just remember that this is our first time here. Like, doing all of this.
That's true.
And I think, too, also when you're, like, a creative in a creative space and then you come from, like, a Caribbean background, a lot of times you don't have that example, so you don't know.
That's true.
Like, like a lot of our parents, they didn't work in music. They didn't work in entertainment. So it's like,
my mom tell me every day, she be like, I can't do it, do that cuss out everybody that been cancel me already. Them that cancel me. But then they have the patience. I don't even think our parents would have the patience for this too.
Right.
Like,
they don't even know the half of like
what we go through.
Of what it would be like for real.
Yup.
Now, if you could work with any artist, who would it be and why?
It's a few. I would love to work with Drake. I love his music. Like, I think Drake is super dope. Another thing I love about Drake, he embraced the culture. Rihanna. I would love to work with Rihanna. Super dope. Embrace the culture.
Queen.
Yup, embrace the culture. I would love to work with 50 Cent. That's my favorite rapper. Love 50 Cent. I would love to work with Vybz Kartel.
Of course.
Love Kartel. Love him to death. It's a lot. Popcorn. I like popcorn music a lot. It's another one too. I like Valiant music a lot too.
Oh yeah.
I feel like our sound, like the tone.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah, I like his music a lot.
Definitely.
And there's a lot of other artists too that's like really doing their thing. That I'll be open. As long as I always tell people like collaboration, as long as it makes sense.
Right.
Like I love music. I don't care for the personal shit. I don't care for the politics.
Yeah.
If it sounds good, I'm gonna do it.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, as far as like, you just growing up and thinking back to you being that like little girl in Jamaica, who were you listening to back then? Because I feel like we all had people we was listening to as kids.
I was feisty.
That we
I was sneaking here some of the stuff too.
That we was not supposed to be listening to.
You know what's crazy though? Growing up as like, especially in Jamaica, right? As kids, like you still hear the big people music them too.
Right.
But as a little girl, like staying in your place.
Right.
So in my house, they was playing the lady song. Them that played under the sycamore tree. Yeah, they was definitely playing that. Cartel. Love on Bob Marley. Ninja Man get played too. Bounty Killer. Definitely get played in my house. Sanchez. Luther Vandross. My mom loves Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's
my whole life I thought Celine Dion was Jamaican.
Hello!
I swear, my whole life I thought Celine Dion was Jamaican. No joke.
My grandmother was obsessed with Celine Dion. There literally needs to be like a study. Like, what is the Celine
So it's like a Jamaican thing because my mom was obsessed with Celine Dion. Like my whole house. Like I really thought Celine Dion was Jamaican until I got older. Luther Vandross, obsessed with Luther Vandross. Sanchez, obsessed with Sanchez. Like I was listening to it was a mixture of both.
And my final question for you, if you could leave like your fans, your supporters with one thing to remember about you, what would it be and why?
Damn, you asked some good questions, girl.
Thank you. This one is
I want people to remember that I'm the little girl that came from Jamaica when I was 12, and I made it in America. And I feel like the hardest thing for you to do is how to beat the system. And I feel like I beat the system as a young Jamaican black girl. Because when I came here, I didn't have nothing. Like, I couldn't get a job. Like, I couldn't get a real job.
Right.
I didn't have nothing, no ID, no nothing. And I figured life out. And I want people to know that if I could do it, you could do it. You just got to put the same energy and the same drive and stay consistent.
Right.
Consistency beats everything. Because I never met a person that didn't win, that didn't quit. If you don't quit, you're gonna do it eventually.
Exactly.
Eventually, it's gonna happen. Some people just want it to happen overnight, and we all do. I felt like that at one point too. But if you stay consistent and keep putting in the work, you're not gonna lose.
I love that, and I definitely agree. I feel like the moment that you feel like you're about to quit is the moment you're literally gonna win.
Your breakthrough's right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, girl, trust me. If you know, you know.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for chatting
having
with
me. Thank you.
A dope convo, and
thank
of course,
you so much.
wishing you nothing but the best.
Bah, we support in our real life, yeah.